for the greatest show in the history of great fucking shows.
Beers with Brokeass.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
Okay, here we are, Civic Hotel, 48th floor, up in the studio. I got my main man, RTB, in the house.
Hey.
And today's podcast is with none other than Ryan LaForge.
What's up, guys?
And he's got his, I guess, his main man, Gil.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, how's it going? Just bring the mic a little closer to you. Beauty. Fuck. Awesome. Okay, man, I'm super fucking stoked to have you in studio. This has been, I've been watching you. I've been following you. I love what you guys are doing. And how did it come about?
Wow. Basically, 5 years ago, my brother-in-law and I, we were just sitting waiting for my niece and nephew to get off school. And on the radio, a goof, third-time offender released, blah, 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 warning everyone. Like, you're warning us. Like, why aren't you, like, selling tickets for his execution? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're, like, warning us. He's back in
The community.
So we're like, let's figure something out here, man. We got to do something, right? So I Google, how do you deal with pedophiles? And one of the first things came up was Creep Catchers. It was Calgary Creep Catchers, created by Dawson Raymond. And so we just started watching some of their videos and stuff, and was just like, this is cool, but like, why is there no beatings?
Yeah.
Right?
Gilbert Wally style, right?
That was, you know.
Absolutely.
So I reach out, I'm like, hey, I'm really interested in what you guys are doing and stuff. And, you know, like, I don't know if you guys are training people or what, but like, I'm interested. And they got back to me and they said, well, this is what we do, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. But why aren't you guys beating them? And they said, because, you know, we'll go to jail.
Yeah.
I'm like, true that. They're getting fired. Their wives, the friends and family with children, everybody knows sooner or later that, you know, what's up. So just beating them, they're going to go home with a broken arm and they're going to have a story for their family, right?
Yeah.
So once you're on the internet, it's forever.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly why I firmly believe that all these predators out there, they actually fear myself more than being caught by, say, the RCMP or whatever.
Yeah, because the RCMP, they won't do that really.
No,
Yeah.
they can't. They, you know,
can't.
they've got red tape, right?
Yeah.
They can't do shit. Like, realistically, even with their own catches, they're, you know what I mean? Like, they're very limited. So, I mean, that, you know, that's a whole other story that trickles down from the top, right? But yeah, so I'm like, I'm in. Let's do this.
Nice.
And that was
Here we are.
That was a can of worms that I don't know, man. If I could turn back time, no, I would just do a lot of things differently. But yeah, I never regretted one day, one moment. It's been a journey. So yeah, it basically started up, and you know, we were kind of a team with those guys. They were training me how to do it, but they were all kind of heads and just partying, doing
Their own thing.
They're doing their own thing, weren't catching, sharing on mine, and then like reading the comments and like insulting people and
Oh shit.
Things like that.
So you wanted to take it to a different level almost. Like
Well,
more-
absolutely. Like, first, I mean, I wanted help from them. You know, I wasn't computer savvy. They were supposed to have a guy.
Yeah.
I know part of the package was I was supposed to come with a tech guy. I didn't have a tech guy. They took me on anyways. They said they'd help, right?
Nice.
And it was I had 10 catches. They had one of my videos up, two of my videos up. I'm like, they're too busy partying, doing dabs, like, you know what I mean? And it was ridiculous. And then, yeah, share all my stuff, but I can't even remember a catch of theirs, like, from prior bringing me on, right? So to me, it kind of got to their head, and they weren't in it for the right reason anymore.
Yeah.
Right? They're in it for what the views get them, and I'm in it for the views to spread awareness.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. Like, when you first started, what actually stopped you from beating the shit out of these guys?
Oh.
Like, what stopped you? What made you say, "No, I can't fucking punch you, but I want to punch you"?
Well, I'd say it's my old age. You know, I've matured over
A
time,
little bit wiser.
a little bit wiser. Again, just knowing that I would do more time than an adult that has actually physically committed an assault on a real child. Like,
That's the crazy thing.
right?
dude.
They're doing a year,
Yeah.
2 years. Like, if it's real bad. It'd be a hate crime. If I beat a pedophile, Trudeau has it, so it would probably be a hate crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Right? So it's not just an assault. Now it's like, well, he's targeted a pedophile.
Yeah.
So
Minority group of some sort or
So that, you know,
wow.
that's basically what stopped me. And
Nice.
I wanted to be out of jail to continue to do this. Right?
Absolutely.
What about you, Gil? What stops you from hammering these guys out?
It's basically the same thing. We don't want to get charges on ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing is we want to get the laws changed,
Oh, for sure.
get it out to the courts, get it out to elected officials. That, you know, Ryan's been out here for almost 5 years, and there's other teams out there, and there's, you know, people that want to join day by day. The list is getting bigger, but yeah, the elected officials, they got to start making changes.
Yeah. So basically, you want to be taken serious, and like no one's gonna take you seriously if you're running around beating the shit out of
Exactly.
everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
We're
get
getting
it.
cursed
We-
already.
You know, from the very 5 years ago, my first videos, I don't know if you guys recall any of them, but it was more Wally style.
Yeah.
It was just goof bombing. Like, we're just
Yeah.
like
I
there.
liked it.
Yeah. It got me hard, man. It was
Yeah.
like, you know, it was
Plus adrenaline. Like, what was it like when your first couple catches? Like, just
busy, man.
yeah.
Unreal.
The rushes every.
It
every
still
catch.
is. It
For
still
sure.
is. Especially when I take a couple weeks or a month off for a mental break.
Yeah.
When I come back, it's always like sweaty palms.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, I guess you'd have to take a break every now and then. Like,
A mental break for sure.
yeah,
Because it's depressing, right? To realize how many motherfuckers are out there doing this shit.
And they're getting away with it.
That's
yeah.
I mean, the files are adding up. We're catching these guys, you know, they're getting blasted on social media, and they're back on the streets again.
It's really on two fronts. Exactly. It's like these goofs should know better, but
Yeah.
like, who should know better than them? The motherfucking people that we pay tax to, that we
Yeah.
look up to, that we should be protecting our kids, right? But it's on both of them.
It's fucked up.
yeah, for sure it is.
To see the kids when it's election time,
Yeah.
or when they want the votes, and it's, you know, kids this, kids that.
Yeah.
But when elections are over,
It's fuck the kids.
Yeah.
Not literally, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I had a question for you. What city is the worst by far
Well,
as of today?
to be honest, I can't tell you that because,
You're mostly Surrey?
well, yeah, and the dating apps, they hit all everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, people, and I like to correct when I can. I don't like to get sucked into my threads as much as I used to. You know, that brings you down sometimes too. But we bring the goose to us. So
Yeah.
we sit in Surrey and we're bringing them from.
So they drive from like,
Oh, they bus. They
Oh,
man,
all
they
over,
do-
man. One guy took a ferry one time.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Really?
Oh yeah, we got Kevin Bendall. He came from the island to get a hotel and yeah, have a sleepover and obviously sex with the child.
Jesus.
And he's now here working security somewhere in US Key. Just saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
That's
a big
crazy.
lot.
Can
Eh.
hold on? I got something for you. Like, when you first started off, there's obviously a lot of legal shit you guys had to do. Like, because you just mentioned someone's name. Are you just allowed to blast their fucking name everywhere like that? Or, I mean, that's what they deserve. They deserve a lot more than that. But I mean, was there a lawyer that you got in touch with that said, "Yep, that's legal. That's legal. That's legal.
Well,
you can't do that."
It's coming from journalism. Yes, you can. It's like global. Do they ask my permission if they can
No.
put news, journalism? It's freedom of speech. It's public information, And yes, of course, the Privacy Commission has come after me a lot for said things. And
Fuck those guys.
do you guys want to hear? Okay, there's things that you guys.
Yeah, no, explain to us. Like,
All right.
Yeah, because
So Privacy Commission.
Yeah,
they're a governing body, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this governing body wants me to take files that I've used to lure out, trap, videotape a goof, give to police, get an arrest, get a charge, get a conviction, right? So they want me to take this evidence and just destroy it,
Wow. Fuck them.
right? And so, I mean, you guys have probably heard when the Global and those guys used to fuck with me. I got carried away, and I told the Privacy Commission to go fuck themselves. And it's
Nice.
hilarious because I actually have email threads. That's how they communicate with me, is an
Yeah.
email, and I tell them the same thing on the emails. I just, I need to be more professional now. I understand, but it's just like, how do you take somebody serious when they're like, so this person who clearly we see in the chat logs wanted sex with a minor, but because it's against his rights to have his face plastered everywhere, you need to destroy all of this or else. Well,
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Nice. I
Like,
love
what are you
it.
gonna do? Put me in jail?
Yeah.
I'm ready. We'll just put it out 10 times more, and I'll put the fucking screenshots of these conversations with these fucking goof loving Privacy Commission fucks. Like,
Yeah.
man, I just don't.
Yeah.
Next question.
I get it. Yeah. No worries, man. And so you guys definitely got some high profile catches too. Let's talk about that dickwad cop. Was he RCMP?
He was, yeah, sorry,
Oh, boy.
RCMP. Fast motherfucker. Oh,
Yeah. He sprinted like a motherfucker. when I saw-
unreal.
I think I did see that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
that's
like the
right.
Flash.
Anything like? Do you have like the intel on this guy? Like anything happened to him?
Well, so
Like, tell me he's not an RCMP fucking
No,
officer
no.
anymore. Okay, good.
he was let go. Who knows what kind of, if they gave him any type of
Severance.
yeah, like who
Probably.
knows? I don't know, right?
Paid
But
leave.
so after he
They usually get paid leave.
Yeah.
well, no, he was when he first was relieved, I'm pretty sure he was on paid leave. Pretty sure.
Wow.
So get this though, this little bit of intel. So he ran off, he sprinted from us, and he hopped onto Stardust, and he was gone. And so one of my guys noticed, him driving past a couple times. So that's how we knew, and we're like, we thought he was bailing on us, right?
Yeah.
And then it was just like all of a sudden, it was just like, that was our first live ever. It was fucking terrifying because I'm like, is this guy gonna shoot me? Right?
Yeah. Well, for sure.
Straight up, like,
Yeah.
I mean, we got his face. We have the chat log, so he already knows he's done. So if he's gonna run, he's like, well, might as well just fucking
Go.
shoot me while you're at it, right? So, anyways, he fucks off, and Buddy's like, let's go circle the parking lot for that
Find
truck.
his car.
So that's what we did. And we found it over in front of White Spot, and we've waited, and we hour and a half later, 2 hours or whatever. No, it wasn't. It was quick fast. And then he started hopping over the fence from the other
median?
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so something spooked him and he bounced again. He ran up to his truck and something spooked him and he bounced. And then by then the cops had showed up and we let him know everything. So anyways,
Wow.
I guess the next day or whenever they had figured their shit out, they go to his house, knock, knock, knock. And what do they find at his house? 2 same-aged 15-year-old exchange students living downstairs.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
and what gets me about his case is he was charged with breach of trust and luring, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess Crown wanted to stayed one. So if one didn't go through, they had a backup, right? What I don't understand though is like that they got the one. If you're guilty of one, you're guilty of the other, right? Like if you're guilty of luring, that means you breach trust. If you breach trust, what did you breach your trust doing? Luring, right? So it's like he only got dinged with one. I think he got like 6 months conditional sentence.
So they basically want to fucking him not to go to trial, because what trial is going to do is going to have fucking more media down there. It's going to be RCMP on the front pages even more than what it already is.
Absolutely.
They want to work out a deal, flush it under the fucking rug, fire his ass, and then fucking then their hands are clean.
Absolutely.
Keep it on the down low. Yeah.
Wow, motherfuckers.
And then
There's a lot of cases going on even today
yeah,
that they're covering up.
well, and then there's we got an elementary school principal.
oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and so this was years ago, right? And so a cop is bad.
Yeah,
They got to protect everybody. But a principal, this guy's sole job is underage kids and taking care of them.
wow.
So now, like a week ago, I wish I knew his name because he's in the paper already, so it's not like I can't say his name. He's now, I don't even know how it came about, but he's telling the story that he was doing an investigation on creep catchers.
Oh, fuck me,
Like
man.
3 years goes by, and now all of a sudden you're back in the limelight. And he was telling like the school board and shit and all this, and
Wow.
I don't even think they could believe that he was trying to pull this shit right now. I don't read these things in detail. It takes up too much of my time. And
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
He's
So,
a goof, and he
yeah.
got caught, and now he's spinning it.
3 years later.
Wow.
Fuck.
It's just like I don't know if you guys remember one of the guys I got. He owned and operated a Kumon learning center, and so I spent my whole vacation in a pool on the phone finding out how to get like in touch with Kumon and everything, and they're a franchise and they had lawyers this, lawyers that. They're like, I had blasted their Kumon, and they're like,
Good.
take it down.
Fuck you.
And I said, well, fire him. Like, well, he owns it. Well, I don't know then, right?
Yeah.
They ended up buying it back off him. So this guy, he went to sue me for defamation and the privacy commission. I forget. Anyways, then one day, like I blast him and whatever, and he's just, I heard he went on somewhere and told everybody how broke he is, and this has bankrupted him, everything, and it's like people are gonna feel sorry for you. So a year later, 2 years later, I get a call from Dr. Phil guy. I forget his name, and he's like, "Hey Ryan, you want to be on Dr. Phil?" And I'm like, "Maybe, yeah, sure, that sounds cool." He's like, "Well, we got one of your catches that we want to air, and we want your permission to air it, and we'll fly you out to Cali and or Los Angeles or whatever, and we'll do it." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And they're like, well, "Okay, I just gotta." He's like, "Are you legal to fly and stuff, everything?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he's like, "Okay, I just gotta clear it up with Phil, and we'll get back to you." And I'm like, "All right." So a couple of days goes by, and he calls me back, and he's like, "Yeah, so we're gonna like just stick with catchers in the States, and whatever." And I'm like, "That's cool. You guys gotta do what you gotta do. It's your demographic, whatever, right?" And he's like, "But can we still air your catch?" And I'm like, "Well, absolutely, man. I don't need any recognition. His face is out there. That's perfect on Dr. Phil, right?"
Yeah.
So it's cool. Next day it aired, or whenever it aired, one of the catchers that was on there, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey Ryan, did you watch Dr. Phil?" He's like, "I can't believe your catch showed up and this and that." I'm like, "What?" Dr. Phil flew the goof out there,
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
and not me,
oh,
which is a good play on his part, because
yeah.
everyone's gonna be able to goof bomb him and stuff, and
Yeah.
and me, he might not know how I'm gonna whatever, so he's like, it's probably better just to have bro on there. So yeah, he had my catch on there, and he Dr. Phil even called him a goof pretty much. He's just like, because this guy, he wanted to take a girl to karaoke where he knew they don't ID and get her drunk.
Yeah.
And so, his whole thing is, well, what's wrong with that? And like, this is my thing. Not all catches, I'm not 99, not 100% of them are all sexual.
Yeah.
There's not sex in every single one. If you're an adult and you have groomed and brought out a child,
Yeah.
we know your intent, right?
Yeah.
Like any reasonable adult, when I tell you I'm 12 or I'm 13, it's gonna be like, Fuck no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye, Ryan.
Yeah, you shouldn't be hanging out with kids anyways. Like,
So, yeah, and that, and I mean, like, and then he had the catchers that he had on his show. Like, these guys,
dickheads.
they had like 4 catches between them, and like, it doesn't make any sense to me, but that's okay. I prefer to keep it in home territory anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that guy on YouTube? Is that interview on YouTube with Dr. Phil? I'd like to watch that.
It's
See what he
probably
has
it's
to say.
everywhere. Yeah. He puts out a thing.
Was it
says-
recently or?
That's a few
Yeah,
years
it was
back.
within. No, it was within the last year.
Oh wow.
The catch was a few
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
Dr. Phil was with the last year, maybe a year or so. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, like I want to touch on that shirt you're wearing there, Gil. Save our children. What do you got to say about that?
First of all, I want to apologize. I was out getting ready for the catch, so I didn't want to even mention to you guys what size and colors and shit like that. So, but I will be hooking you guys up.
Next time we
me.
meet, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Text
I got
me.
some shirts for you guys too before we
Sick,
leave.
but,
Oh, okay, cool.
So go ahead. Sorry.
Basically, yeah, we just there's a hashtag out there now.
Yeah.
Save our children. Just more awareness. If you guys could share it,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
we got the page that's happening.
Yeah.
Ryan will mention the page. Basically, yeah, we just want to make change.
Yeah.
Get it out to the elected officials. Get it out to Mr. Trudeau, who's ever in Parliament. Is that we had enough and we want change.
Cause like I see a fucking huge problem with this. Like I see like I don't care about fucking the RCMP switching over to a different police force or all this other bullshit. I care about these fucking guys that are running around fucking doing this.
We
Like-
got laws from, sorry to interrupt, we got laws from 19 centuries.
Yeah.
And we need laws to be changed now to according to what's going
absolutely.
on with the
Like, I
weapons
saw
and
one
with the
of the
technology and the phones and the
Yeah.
internet. And some of those laws, they don't apply.
Yeah. I saw that one fucking dickhead down at the swimming pool. Like he's like a fucking school counselor, big chubby fuck.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck, I was crying, man. I'm laughing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like how do you not kill yourself, man? Like
And that particular adult
oh,
comments on all his own on his videos and trolls everybody. And
did they fucking fire his ass at
Oh
least?
yeah, he was the one that was involved with 3M or whatever. Yeah.
Some of the catches we heard that people are getting fired.
Oh, we
Good.
get tons fired.
Oh, I bet you everyone's fucking like. Why would
yeah.
you want that in your business? Like, holy
Well,
shit.
there's
depending on who's
a
running
lot
the
of
business.
businesses there is
It's a slippery
paper.
slope.
It's a whatever it is, but majority just they get
Fired.
fired. Yeah, they're fired.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, has anyone ever tried to bribe you guys? I'll give you money, just don't post it.
Yeah.
Give you cash.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, all the time, I bet, eh?
not all the time, no.
What's the biggest bribe someone's ever offered you?
Oh, I don't.
Like a fucking house?
It's been a while.
It's been a while?
It's been a while. Yeah.
My dad's got a nice fucking speedboat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck, man. I could just imagine.
The
Holy
upkeep on a
shit.
speedboat, though, he's gonna
Yeah,
have to.
yeah, for
he's
sure.
gonna have to do all that.
You
sort
won't
of, too.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you won't
exactly.
enjoy it.
Unless
You'll be
he's
like,
paying for the
"Fuck."
maintenance and all that too. Gas.
Yeah.
Now, do both of you guys have regular jobs?
I do. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Oh, so regular 9 to 5 jobs, and then you go out and do this shit at nighttime.
Just like
7 to
us.
3:30 job. Yeah.
So how does like how are you able to shut it off when you're at work?
I don't.
Yeah, I understand that, but are you in the?
No,
I gotta
I-
take a bathroom break, and you're in the bathroom, like fucking trying to line something up with these perverts or what?
Well, I mean,
Goofs.
yeah. Basically, it is. You almost
Don't sleep.
you don't sleep.
There you go.
No, fortunately for me, I have a job where I can be on my phone for a good majority of the time. When I can't, you make up a. This is a trade secret. I'm gonna have to skip
let's
out on
not
that.
don't
Yeah,
give up
but
the trade
no.
secrets.
Luckily, at my job, and I get lunch break and coffee break, and I can talk, and it is what it is. It's the most frustrating part is when you work all day and you go home, you get to see your dogs for a little bit, and then you're gonna go get one of these guys and for like 3 hours, and then they no show on you.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
that
take
would
me
suck.
to Oh man.
Fuck. So you're just
Oh,
you're
It happens,
raging.
yeah.
oh, like I just think I could have been home with my dogs, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, there's a lot to it, man.
A lot of patience.
It's nothing but patience. It's absolutely what it is. It's a test of patience.
So let's touch a little bit on the media. What's your relationship like with those guys?
I don't have any relationship with
So
any
they just
media
they're
right now.
done now.
Yeah. You know, and I
Motherfuckers.
boycotted them too. Like
A little bit.
CTV. What was that guy's name? He did the W show. Oh, I hate that.
Mike Colleen?
No,
No.
I would know it if I heard it. Little Christopher something.
Christopher Brown?
No. I'll send you it.
Yeah.
He did the W10 and he's like, yeah, can I come out and do a thing and one of your stings? And I'm like, yeah, man, for sure. Like, I want it out there.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
much like I don't say no to hardly anybody, right? So he comes out and we do the sting and everything. And he's like asking me, I'm telling him what to do. He's listening, everything's cool. Right at the very end, what does he do? We're doing an interview right after. He's like, yeah, thanks, man. He was talking about it. And then he starts going into some bullshit. He goes, so, and for your hoodie sales, where do your hoodie sales money go? I'm like, what the fuck?
What a
Motherfucker, eh?
dick.
Like you mean the money that I take out of my pocket to make this, and then the $5 a piece that I like? What do I do with it? Bring your ass out on a fucking catch is what I do with it.
Yeah.
I just Mike dropped him. I said, "You're a fucking clown."
Nice.
He sucked so much dick after like, but yeah, like guys like him and Vice. They back then when I was getting charges and stuff, it was big for them.
Yeah,
right?
oh,
I was out there lots, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted to piggyback off it. Vice, we brought Vice out, and Vice came out on a catch, and then put out a thing, and just like they butchered it. They go from like 40 views, or like their most I think was like 400 views on one of their things, to like after my shit was like 10K or whatever right away.
Yeah.
And but yeah, just slandered. At that point I had quit my job to do this full time, and like lived out 30 grand in savings gone in like months, right?
Yeah.
So we were doing fundraisers, and you never know when you put it out there how it's going to be received, right?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
we packed that place. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sick. And so you're gonna sit there and what? You're gonna just be so jealous, such a hater. You're gonna just shit all over it. Like,
yeah.
fuck, man. I don't have time for. So yeah, I used to talk shit about all the media, and I really only mess with Global when Daly was on there, and then he retired, and then just media they're just out for what looks the worst on good people.
Yeah.
No, but is it
Always.
safe to say that they're like the way that they're bashing you is that they're protecting the pedophiles then?
Well, I don't know. I think it's drama, right?
Yeah, they're playing both sides.
Yeah. They're just like they're taking a controversial, and which it shouldn't even be controversial. It's only controversial because now people are waking up.
Yeah.
And like shit's getting worse. Like it's like literally everything that's happening right now is a slap in the face. Like I don't know about your guys' Facebook, but my Facebook is depressed, man. Like,
Yeah.
everything on mine is like body found, and like how
Rapes and
but like why, right? It doesn't even make any sense. And so it's that's what it's really about, is like everybody coming together.
yeah.
Like this is never gonna ever stop until they fear us, and by they I mean the government.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong with BLM. I'll always say it. Like, I support it,
yeah.
but like, and I don't. Again, with everything, I don't read all the articles. It's just too much. I focus. Like you guys heard what my schedule's like. I focus on my shit, but I do see it getting a little bit carried away with like the destruction that's going on. And what I don't understand is, like, they're fed up with one adult who didn't have the cleanest record and wasn't the most
Model
citizen, right? And now all of a sudden it's like destroy everything. But their African American children have been murdered, kidnapped, raped, and sold for just as fucking long.
Yeah.
Why haven't you burned shit to the ground back then? why aren't any of us at a courthouse right now in thousands, tens of thousands, saying fuck you guys? Like we're not leaving. We're not leaving until you write a bill right now, push that shit forward. We're talking 20 years mandatory minimum for sex crimes to start. That's your first offense. Because you know what? There's people out there like that girl that lied. And it would suck to put, but at the same time, if you got yourself in a situation where you're being lied on about rape, it's almost,
especially if you're if you're like a guy that's like a serial fucking, like you're on all the chat rooms and they can flag you,
right?
Like they know, like you guys see certain dudes,
absolutely,
and that this guy's a fucking bad dude.
Yeah, exactly. And then a second time, well, it's a very easy decision. You don't waste a bullet, that's money. You don't waste electricity, that's money. You don't waste the gas, you don't waste you just build a hangman set and you can reuse it, right? Hang them and be done with it. How hard is that?
Yeah.
Second time offense. What doesn't even make sense.
The thing that people don't realize is they'll be like, well, that's a little harsh there, Ryan. But these guys destroy fucking countless kids' lives.
The people that say
innocence.
The people that say that's a little far are the people that have not been directly affected by this type of horrific offense.
Yeah.
Right? You ask anybody who's had a child, a sister, a brother, anybody close to them molested, if they would object to death penalty on a second time offense. I'm not talking the first time.
No,
come on,
sure.
Fucking second time. All right, make you guys happy. Third time, let's do third time then. Boom. I'll sign off on that.
Yeah.
Because we've got 4-time, 5-time offenders being released all the fucking time.
For sure, and I totally agree with you. But you want to know, like, I think in order for something like that to be passed, is there has to be 100% absolute, without a doubt, on your first time you committed that. Like you're committed rape of a child or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like you said, like that one thing that we were just talking about, like what that girl said,
Right.
And then 8 years later, it turned out not to be completely true.
Right.
And 2 kids lost their fucking life over that.
For sure. Yeah.
Right?
No,
I mean, like,
so maybe third time's better.
Done.
I think because
okay.
Now, if you're accused a third time, holy shit!
3 strikes are out.
You need a new circle, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing is even on the second time though, if you don't have an alibi, if you don't have enough proof, like, do you know what I mean? You still need quite a bit of evidence to find somebody guilty of this.
Yeah.
It's not just I don't know how she lied and got Buddy. He probably doesn't have the best track record already, and maybe I don't know, but I know girls that are actually raped. And they're getting off. Like, we already know that.
Yeah,
so it takes quite a bit of
it's
aura.
So hard to convict somebody in the fucking Canadian law.
A second or third time, if proven evidence, fuck. So yeah, that's that's what I'm about. Like,
so do these guys, can you rehabilitate these motherfuckers?
Absolutely not.
So they're just out there running amok, doing whatever the fuck they want.
Well, it's proven. I've caught like probably 10 guys twice, or I've caught like 3 guys 3 times.
Wow.
And I always tell them, second time, no camera. And I always bring a camera because I'm a pussy, I guess.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be.
Well, bro,
For our safety too, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I've also,
lying.
you've
and
also,
saying, oh, he hit me.
You've also heard, what they say, like we interrupt their investigations and we ruin,
which is all bullshit.
Well,
I think, but
so I've caught 2 guys.
How many files do we see that the RCMP or ICE is presenting? That how many people they've busted?
Yeah,
you guys probably don't get to see any of those, do you?
We don't see it in the media.
That's right.
We
don't see it in the news. We don't see it in the media. We don't see it on social media. Like, what are these guys getting paid for?
Well, you see, I had this one comment earlier, like this one thing, like we were talking about before you got here. I honestly, truly believe that this is so big and so out of control, like with pedophilia and everything else, that I think that if the city of Surrey, the RCMP, tried to like do a task force, it would bankrupt them. That's how
Oh.
big I think it is,
No, absolutely. Or
right?
Well,
Get them
City Hall
killed.
is just around the corner. Let's bring in Mr. Doug McCullum.
Well, but I mean, what's he gonna say? Okay, well, Surrey, we're gonna dedicate another 400 officers to it.
If he
Holy
wants
shit,
to get
man!
elected, maybe.
It would
But,
bankrupt.
buddy-
I would bankrupt the city.
then-
man.
But you'd rather go bankrupt or you have a safe city?
Yeah.
I think what
mean,
you guys are
versus
doing
what-
is good.
versus what they already spend money on. I mean, look what Trudeau's spending on money on.
Yeah.
Rated he's Canada, so like
And the money's going
stop
overseas.
spending that shit on whatever you're spending it on.
On the We charity.
well, like you know,
Dickhead, that guy.
There's a lot of shit going under the table, guys.
so
There's a lot.
you know, and plus, like you have a whole community here. Like, tell us, we're gonna take your taxes, and we're gonna up them a bit. Sure, what's it for? Well, we're gonna build a prison where these guys are, you know, getting locked up and they're gonna work and they're gonna like and they're
They
not
won't
getting
be
out.
back on the streets.
They're not getting out.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Oh, we're gonna build a railway through fucking Surrey and whatever. We're gonna build a new bridge, but that money's gone now, and we need get the fuck out of here, man. Like
You got to start spending wisely.
all over this shit. Like
I agree.
There's one thing on earth that matters the most, and that's kids. That's how everything is about.
Yeah.
Everything that we are right now is started from a kid. Like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, the kids came first, and we wouldn't have shit if it weren't for kids. So how are we using kids to feed fantasies and fund fucking dark webs and how is this shit
But the
fucking
Kids are suffering right now. If you look at the schools and how many classes actually go on field trips, is a small example. We don't have funds for schools, but they got funds for their galas, and they got funds for overseas. And here we are. Our kids are suffering. That's supposed to be our future.
Yeah.
And the future that they're destroying.
Yeah.
How many sports complexes are in Surrey where the kids could play? You know, I remember the kids used to play on the streets. We used to play ball hockey all the time, play soccer all the time. But now it's shootings.
Yeah.
Can't play in your front yard. You can't play in your backyard.
Yeah, what's okay? I read something the other day, and I don't know. Is there like some people out there trying to get like pedophilia as like a sexual preference or some shit? Have you read something like that?
Well, again, it's just like one of those things I glance over. It's out there, yeah.
It's out there, really?
Well, yeah,
I couldn't
it's-
fucking believe that when I read that the other day. I was like, holy shit.
Well, the entire thing is like literally everything about it right now is a slap in our faces.
Yeah.
Like that's how you look at it. This, you know, what's happening in the justice system for penalty wise with these guys is a slap in the face. It's just that you know, and exactly to be, you know, like I posted a list of the flight logs for Epstein, right? And fact checkers block it or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can post, you know, hug a child. It's love is love. Age doesn't matter. All
And
over,
they don't
and
take it down.
they don't take it down. You know, like I get shadow banned. I put hashtag SEC for life too much or something, and like you know, my videos, my stuff, my posts see 20% of
What it
of
normally
of
would.
what it normally would and things like that. But you know, someone can. It hasn't happened in a while. Knock on wood. But like I don't know if you guys remember, I was getting bans like left, right, and center for doing a live or posting a picture of my dog and his testicle was showing, and these guys are showing children dry humping each other, and you report it and you get back, oh, it doesn't go against community standards.
Wow.
Like Zuckerberg, what's up, man?
That guy's a dickhead.
Well, I mean, he's controlled as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, it's
Depressing,
wow. It's a good way to put it.
right?
But you know, I put up a post. Okay, you guys want to hear a story?
yeah.
Absolutely.
We touched on it on the elevator, and this is a positive note. I'd like to bring a lot of positivity,
Nice.
and it's the only way I can bring myself out of this. So, a supporter of mine messaged me, you know, lots of them do, and they say, Ryan, man, like this shit's just so bad. It's terrible. Like it's getting worse. What's gonna happen? Like I'm so depressed at my kids and everything, and I'm like, I see it. So, but I see the positive and I see the glass half full. So I'm like, everything's gonna be all right. So I go and I make a post and I tell people, like right now it seems so much worse. That's because it's a desperate last measure of the powers that be of evil, right? Like the energy's changing right now, and people are getting woken up, and they're like, enough is enough. And you're like, my stuff was ghost for so long. We're getting 50,000 views on our videos right now, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like things are changing. There's people who want change. More people are coming forward. So, and me personally, I'm not religious, but I do believe in you know, an
Higher power.
and I believe in his opposition.
Yeah.
You know, and that stems from my own personal experiences and things like that, and shit that just makes sense. So I put a post. I'm like, you know, just hang tight. Like, you know, you got to fight it, and you know, don't listen to those voices in your head, and just stay hope we're winning, and everything's gonna be all right. And so right after that, as I'm going shipping gear all across, this is sick. I'm shipping to Australia.
Nice.
SEC gear to Australia,
That's awesome.
Kentucky, all over. I mean,
That's
I've
cool.
done those before, but Australia is my first. I finally hit the other side of the world. So anyways, I'm going to mail out these orders, and you know, I'm done. I'm highlighting on the orders because it's kind of like promoting child safety. So it's like
For sure.
the good power, right? So I'm doing these good deeds. So I go home, I think nothing of it. I wake up, I go to work, think nothing of it. I go home. My landlord says, "Oh, Ryan, someone's dropped your wallet off." I didn't even know my wallet was missing. My heart sank.
Yeah.
Because I knew before I had left to go mail those, I grabbed everything that was in my drawer. I didn't want to count. I didn't want to fuck with it. Boom. Needless to say, I go out there to look at my wallet, and it was all gone. So I'm thinking, first thing, I'm like, the motherfucker's fucking with me, right? He wants to bring me down. I'm putting posts up. I'm sending mail. We're spreading the word. Devil's fucking with me, right?
Yeah.
Wants me to be depressed, wants me to whatever. That money that I lost, that was going to get my team to Victoria. We had some catches. We got some catches to do out there and things like that. I see. All right, well, I'm not going to let that happen, right?
Yeah.
So I was battling it all day. Like, we're talking, it was like my month's rent. Like, it was,
Yeah.
you know, I was upset. But I was battling it up and down all day, up and down all day. Next day, get up again, battling. That's today. So I'm in my kitchen. I get home from work. I'm in my kitchen, and walking down my stairs, my landlady. And I guess the guy that had returned my wallet the first time. Well, this guy pulls out my wad out of his pocket with a guilty ass look on his face and says,
Wow.
"Here."
That's some good karma, man.
Well, that's just hope. That's like
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
that's like the test, right? Like
Yeah.
like he fucked with me, and I didn't let him. You know, I could have like skipped work that day and cried.
Yeah,
I could have
been
fucking
pissed.
whatever. You know, like, and so that it was an omen. It was like a sign. Like,
Yeah, for
buddy,
sure.
buddy came and brought a wad back. Like, it was, who does that, right? And
That's
that doesn't
awesome.
happen. Yeah.
Respect
So-
to the driver.
so yeah, man, you just got to have faith, you know, like, and we all got to wake up. You can't just be living, like, a lot of people are living in bubbles. Like I said before, if it's not happening to them directly,
It's not happening.
it's,
Yeah, for sure. That's what a lot of people
we can't
do.
look at it like that.
What's your take on the Catholic Church and just churches in general?
Oh fuck, here we go.
No, I have to bring it up, man.
touchy
Like,
subject.
it's not a
Same
touchy-
thing. I don't dip into it.
Yeah,
A pedophile anywhere is
He's
a
everywhere.
fucking goof.
Yeah.
Fuck him. You know, me personally, again, I believe in God. I don't go to church. I don't pitch into their
belief
plates,
system or
and
whatever.
I don't listen to their version of the Bible. It's called being a good person. Like, how it's just common sense stuff, right? And it's like some of the things that they want to tell you not to do. It's like, it's just a control thing.
Yeah,
I think it's belief is that's what it is. It's belief. And like, you know, if you're a good person, and you don't have to be going above and beyond, just be a good person.
yeah. How about you, Gil? Do you got any thing to add on the church there?
I got a request to all the sick Gurdwaras in Surrey in the Lower Mainland.
Yeah.
To the representatives, our community, you know, we gave a lot to the Gurdwaras. You know, we're well off type of thing. You know, we're working hard. Everything's good. It's time that we give back.
Yeah.
The Gurdwaras are fighting over, you know, they're spending money in courts. They've had a lot of issues. But now the main thing is to give back to the youngsters. I mean, if all the Gurdwara leaders got together, there could be a lot of changes happening in the Lower Mainland. You guys heard about the drug trades, all the shootings, all the guys that have, you know, lost their lives. If, you know, if everybody gets down to one table and puts their heads together, I'm sure the Sikh community and all the communities that get together, I mean, a lot of changes could happen. You know, we could have sports teams.
Yeah.
You know, we could have racing, you know, proper racing on the streets. We could have, you know, proper athletes that are going around the world and competing. But right now, I guess we're just competing over each other. Even the high schools, the kids are fighting, youngsters are fighting over, hey man, you got Jordans, you got Nikes, you know, shitty things people fighting over,
Stupid
right?
shit.
Stupid shit. You go to the bar, you can't have fun anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, you're looking at my girl type. You know, you know the scene, right? So it's basically, I guess everybody just, you know, puts their heads together and just step away from the money, because money's not going to, you know, we need the money, but it's not going to be going with you.
Yeah.
The thing is nothing matters, and nothing's gonna change until we get more good people in the justice system.
Yeah.
Like, it's very, you know, we just had a great judge. We had our very first not guilty plea. That was John Lerfold. He's been convicted, so
10 months.
We're good. He was a football coach for North Surrey football.
Oh, fuck this dickhead.
For 25 years. And
wow.
So he pled not guilty. We went to trial. He was found guilty. Sentencing. The judge had many good things to say. And there's things going on in Supreme Court right now. Like, they're talking. They want more deterrent sentences, and they're saying, you know, and saying cops that do the stings that don't involve real children but make believe children should be held to the same thing. And then they said, as well as vigilante groups as well, we can't condone, like, we don't want to condone it, but if they're doing it by the books in the same fashion, then they're the same.
Nice.
That judge,
I almost like
that day.
So she's setting a precedent.
Well, this was already in she's talking about another quote from a Supreme Court judge.
Nice.
So it's up there somewhere, but it's like, it's not, there's like, it's just not I can't explain it.
So what kind of pushback are you getting then, say, from like the RCMP or prosecutors?
From prosecutors.
So it's just the prosecutors.
It's
RCMP like you guys, pretty much?
Sir. Yeah.
They're willing to come out. They're willing to do the files, but they basically told us that Crown won't be accepting files anymore.
They can't not come, right? It's a call, so they have to come.
Yeah, but isn't it like so if you call them, but technically don't these people's names go in the system then?
Yep.
It goes into the system. The file gets created. We get a file number. We get everything. But the main thing is when it gets to court,
Crown's not doing it.
So to not waste their time, I only use them on the worst of the worst with dick pics. The
guys are talking about fucking a 5-year-old.
And
the
longer
serious
chats
ones
and things like that.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow.
Well, we got a guy who came, Kelly Batty, who came to purchase sex with a 6-year-old from a mom, and he pled guilty and he got 3 months conditional sentence.
Oh, and that's where the cops give up too.
And I got an assault charge, and
on that same guy.
On him, yeah. And like for that assault, I'm in cells overnight and things like that. I'm doing more time just for citizens arresting him. You know, my lawyer explained it to me this: citizens arrest, it's not above force. And he watched and he says there's times where he's not moving and I'm frustrated with what he says, so I grab him,
shake him a bit.
So I said, you know what, you're right, I'll plead out, whatever.
Yeah.
Because there was the other one. There was a French guy I got. Jonathan Thibault in Surrey Place Mall. He came for an 8-year-old, and we said you're under citizen's arrest, and he tried to go, and the force necessary, he was everything, like ripping out of his shirt. It took me a hand around his throat on the ground, and then he said, okay, I'll stop. So that wasn't above, it was exactly what was necessary, and he stopped, then he sat against the wall. But it was the same sergeant who came on the Kelly Batty prior to that, who, and why he messed with me was He goes, "Okay, turn your cameras off." And I said, "There's no way I'm turning my camera off."
Good.
And so at the end of everything, we're all proud of myself. And we just got this guy who came to fuck a 6-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Comes up, he goes, "Oh, one last thing." He's like, "Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest."
Oh, get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
but
What a
you know what?
dickhead to
Like,
that sergeant.
there's officers shake my hand all the time.
Good.
Like they're
Good.
you know, I used to bash the cops, but they're like, there's bad apples in every
For
realm, right? Like,
For
so
sure. This guy's pro cop right here. We did a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah, I'm fucking right.
and I'm more so now. Like,
I've had some pretty good fucking run-ins with cops, and I've
Yeah.
had some bad ones. So,
yeah,
like, you
even
know.
in my gangbanging days, like I there was good cops, like
Yeah.
the ones that don't sack you too hard when you know what I mean.
Officer 10, thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of our stories, man. We're all up on the car. They fucking come up, boom, to the nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking everyone's. Oh shit! This
Then
is
they get in
awesome.
their car and drive away.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have to release that fucking cop story, man. Wow, we got a few gems in there. That's
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, like, well, first off, man, we fucking love what you guys are doing. Let's just plug your shirts, plug your website right now, anyways.
So safechildcoalition.com is the website, and I'm not set up for selling gear on any platform other than just private message me on my
Nice.
Facebook on Ryan LaForge.
Nice.
It's just out of my house, like
Yeah.
it's nothing crazy.
No, that's
but
awesome.
we got
And
good quality
anybody
gear.
that follows Beers with Brokeass, let's fucking buy up some shirts, send some, support to these guys. These guys are basically running around fucking doing what everybody should be doing. You know,
Yeah, taking these motherfuckers down.
for sure.
Salutes to you guys, man.
Absolutely, man.
But I gotta ask you one question: how many people is it? It's not just the two of you. You got like a handful of guys,
Yeah.
trustworthy guys.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I
well,
was just wondering. It's like
We got a solid crew.
When we
Yeah,
first started,
nice.
when we did Dario Devic, the
Police guy.
we had like 20 guys there.
I loved it.
Yeah, but I had to, right? I'm like, if I'm getting shot, I want witnesses. I want someone to tackle him.
Fuck yeah.
Maybe clip him.
You
Whatever.
don't know, yeah, you can't you don't know what that guy's thinking. He's a fucking cop. He knows he's losing his
Yeah.
fucking job.
And by then we were really big, and we kept this catch on the down low, and
Yeah.
we had a lot of people wanting to, whatever. And I thought, well, these people obviously, like, why not, right? So yeah, we had lots, but throughout the time, we all know as you get older, you got to keep your circle small. Well, that goes for this too. That you'd be surprised at how many people have ulterior motives for joining this type of thing.
not what you guys are doing. Ulterior motives, right? Like you're talking just
Yeah, for like financial or
Okay.
popularity.
Yeah. They're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
They like a little.
There's
bit
only
of
one
rush.
reason, right? There's no reasons. It's like fucking
It should
exposure.
be spread the
Yeah.
word. Fucking
Exposure.
Help the kids.
Even with
Yeah.
the gear right now, the reason we want to get it out there is just to spread the word, is awareness. It's not for the funds. It's not for the money or whatnot. It's just
Absolutely.
We also, I do free kid shirts, right? So like pretty much my
Nice.
profit is going into, like, when you buy a shirt or a hoodie or
If they
whatever,
have
you
kids.
get, and most guys have 3 kids, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I buy one hoodie, you're getting like, I'm actually going out of my pocket, but
In
it's
Guildford
like,
Wally, most people have 5
yeah,
kids. Though, dude.
yeah. So,
Oh, man, that's a
but,
bad statement.
But that's not what it's about, right?
No,
Like,
for sure.
you want to see it in the schools. You want to, like, it's like I said, it's gonna take everybody.
the revolution.
And this is kind of like a way of, like, you know who's about it when you see them flossing SEC gear. It's like they're woke. Like we're ready to riot.
Yeah.
Anyone wearing SEC gear is like ready to go storm when everyone else
Nice.
is. You know what I mean?
I've been hearing a lot of people talk about entrapment. I fucking absolutely love what you guys are doing, and they can all fuck off with that bullshit entrapment shit. Can you explain to them why they're coming at you with this?
Well, it is entrapment, and who gives a fuck,
Yeah.
right? But we're not police officials, so it's not actually entrapment.
Yeah.
So, we're just pretty much doing the same thing they're doing. We're just fucking hunting, right? We're
Yeah.
just got a fucking line out there. When I do them myself personally, I'm not targeting one person. I'm not like looking at this profile saying he looks like a goof, saying hi to him in hopes that he'll whatever.
Yeah.
No, they're saying hi to me first.
Yeah, they're coming.
Right? They're, you know, and we're not, and like age doesn't matter. Like if you're 20 and you're greasy and you want to do, you know, sexual things with a 13-year-old, but like when you're 60 and stuff and you're targeting that age, like it, you know, because the age is right there. It's 18 to start. So not to say that you're automatically a pedophile, but if you're 80 and you're in the chats, from my history and my experience, you're well, not a goof, but like you're a predator. Like you know you like young girls, and it's not a one-time thing. Like anybody ever that will I catch that says, "Oh, this is my first time," go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
especially when you're 60.
They all say that though, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I remember that from your videos.
We got Don Putt out of Chilliwack, and he's like fucking. He was 65.
I
or
saw
some
that
shit.
guy.
And so he went to jail. And what happened was skeletons came out, right? People came forward. And he diddled a couple boys way back in the day. And they came forward and they tagged some more time on him. And he was our first to actually go in and do time.
Wow.
Any victims out there?
Come forward.
Mention
speak
something.
up. Definitely do not hold this. It's not your fault. It wasn't your fault.
Let
weren't
somebody know.
protected.
Yeah.
The laws aren't there, but fuck, speak up. Reach out to even reach out to whoever you have to, and even Ryan.
Yeah, on Creep Catchers, can they reach out to you?
Can they reach out to you guys?
Absolutely. You know, so when I first started, it was all just Craigslist.
Yeah.
Making accounts in the dating apps, making profiles. My main thing right now that I like to focus on myself. Let the rest of the team handle the other is I like to focus on the actual real life people coming forward and saying, you know, this happened, and then me doing my investigation and digging up enough stuff to actually be able to post this person, because when I catch a goof, that's my evidence.
Yeah,
I caught him red-handed. I know for a fact that what I'm posting is real.
I'm glad you brought that up, because basically you probably have a lot of people, like, if I'm pissed off at this fucking bitch or this goofball that, you know, just fucked my old lady or whatever, and I'm choked, I'm gonna spread a rumor to you. Hey, can you check into this guy? He fucking raped this, or he's a creep.
No, we need the evidence.
And you guys actually do the research.
I absolutely do.
Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to
I
know.
had one girl come forward to me and tell me that while she was sleeping, she was molested, and I said, holy fuck, right? Like, it's always a shock to hear the stories. They're always a little bit different. They got their own twist. I said, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I have to ask, like, what do you want? What do you expect me to do? And she says, well, I want you to blast him. And I said, well, I hate to ask, but do you have proof? And she's like, yeah, it's filmed. I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
So you guys want to hear the story?
Sure,
Absolutely.
Holy shit. Buckle up. Okay, so she tells me the story. And she's partying with this wannabe rapper, Stiff Gritty.
Oh boy.
And you know, she tells him straight up, like, this is the first night they've met, or the second night, I don't remember. She says she didn't even know him. But she told him, like, I'm down to drink and have a good time, but I'm on my period and I'm not having sex tonight. So, you know, there's footage of her, you know, he's posted some pictures of her with her boobs out and being provocative and things like that, right? Which he's trying to use in his defense to say, well, look at this slut, right? You know what I mean? So I said, okay. So then I guess she was so drunk to the point where she threw up and fucking went to bed. Which leads us to the footage that she sent me. And what you see is you see a dude in the hallway filming inside of a bedroom, fucking gritty on this girl, you know, being gritty, and like a lifeless body.
Jesus.
So and this actually happened like over a year ago. This is the sad part. Like,
Yeah.
How she didn't even know. Next day, she had no idea. She got her phone and she goes on her phone and there's a fucking video. And it was that. Buddy used her phone to fucking film it.
Jesus.
So she goes home and she's all fucked up in her head, right? And, you know, like many girls who put themselves in these situations,
They blame themselves.
They should be safe. Don't get me wrong, but they've been abused before.
Yeah.
And this girl has a track record of being taken advantage of by her own brother
Poor girl.
since forever. So all she knows is
It's
abuse,
Yeah.
right? So and he knows this, right? Like, you know these girls and you talk to them and you fucking find out their stories and you just tell, right?
Yeah.
So she left and she was all fucked up for a couple of days. She tells her friend, and they're like, well, we're gonna go back and confront him. So they go back to Buddy's house and they confront him, and he fucking takes her phone. And he's like, get the fuck out, right?
So he steals her phone as well.
Stole her phone because that's the proof.
Yeah. Yeah. Evidence or whatever.
Yeah. But it went to the iCloud.
Oh, dumb fucker. Oh boy.
Yeah. So fucking she had the video. She went to the cops, I guess, and they didn't do anything. Like many fucking cases, right? Probably fucking Gritty probably showed pictures of her being drunk and fucking whatever, provocative and things like that, and the cops are like, well, fuck, she's being a drunk slut.
Yeah. Which is still out there. They
Absolutely. And again, so that's for anybody listening, like it's called consent, right?
Yeah.
If you don't hear yes, right? Or if they're not awake to say yes, it's fucking rape, right?
Yes, just stop.
And so when I first got a hold of this story, she was 18 at the time, so he wasn't a pedo. He was just a rapist.
Yeah.
That's why we call him the rapey rapper.
Yeah.
But then then stories are coming out, and so he's also a goof too.
So he's doing this multiple
Well,
times.
yeah, and underage girls, like 16, like feeding them drinks and shit, right? So she sent me the video and I said, holy fuck, man. And she's and so what had happened was she posted it like a year prior and nothing came of it. And then I remember her coming to me and I'm like, I need proof, and then she never got back to me. And then so a buddy of mine on Facebook, Billy, he ended up posting her story because he likes to blast the shit out of goofs. Billy Morrison on Facebook, he loves him. Show him some love. He's fucking like, same with me. He does his research and everything. Yeah. And so I seen that he had posted it, and now there was the video. I didn't see the video before, obviously, right? And I'm like, holy fuck, right? So I shared that. I reached out to her. I'm like, you gotta take this video down though. Like, fuck people that, of course there's gonna be doubters, but like, some people have seen it. I'm vouching. I'm saying I've seen it. It's fucking rape. You wouldn't believe the people are like, well, we want to see fucking proof. Like,
just weirdos want to jerk off to it.
Like, you want to? I'm sorry. So let me get this straight. You were wanting to see a video of a girl who's unconscious being fucking sexually assaulted. Like, your fuck block, right?
Yeah.
Screenshot profile block.
Nice.
My block list is huge.
That's good.
Yeah. Fucking haters.
That's fucked up.
Gritty. And then she's got screenshots of like him telling her like, oh, like I'll buy you a new phone if you tell them the truth and stuff. No. Like, trying to fucking blackmail her or whatever and say the truth as if she's lying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and then he sends you that and says, hey, see, or
he sent me her pictures before and videos before, and I'm like, anyways, long story short, fucking that's what he's about, man.
Wow. And I'm glad you touched on that because Jacob Hogarth, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. What is that guy's
from the band?
Yeah, from the band from Abbotsford.
Headley,
that's it.
The
guy fucking, I think he was doing, well, he would go up to the moms with the daughters, and then he would be like, you know, talking to them and shit, and then he would go to the daughters that are like 15, 16 and say, hey, get rid of your mom, come backstage and shit.
Wow.
You know, so here's my thing. Like, I just wanted to ask you, what do you feel about, like, if you look back into the 60s, 70s, fucking 80s, 90s, all these motherfuckers were basically hitting on 15, 16, 17-year-olds and fucking, you know, doing the deed, right? They'd be backstage, called groupies, 17 years old, sneaking back fake ID. Are we at a point now where, like, in the 2000s, that we all know as like a society that is bullshit what was happening back in the fucking 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
Like, is everybody aware? Can we all agree that, like, there's no saying, well, I'm a rock star and she was 16 and fuck, like, we are all on the same page that shit should have never have happened?
Yeah.
True
Okay,
that.
cool. Right, Rob? Are we
Like-
on the
Yes,
same
absolutely,
page?
It's exploitation, right?
Yeah.
Is what it is. And it's grooming.
Yeah.
And when you're feeding children alcohol, and obviously that's not the only thing,
Yeah.
you know, they're inebriated and they're already gullible and
Yeah.
whatever, and vulnerable. And then you put them under the influence. It's just fucking like shooting fish in a barrel for those fucks, right?
Yeah. Like, I've watched some documentaries where I've heard victims say, I felt good. Like, I'm 12, 13 years old. I felt good. Like, it made me feel good that this older, whatever, rock star paid attention to me, did this, did whatever the fuck he wanted, but it made me feel good as a fucking human being. And they wouldn't, like, a lot of the times they wouldn't go along with it if it didn't make them feel good. But that's what the grooming process is, I guess. You gotta
That's what Oprah said.
Yeah.
She says if you're good at what you do,
you make them feel good.
yeah. And then she's getting a lot of shit on for that right now.
I
actually,
love Oprah, man.
I felt bad for her actually, because I'm very pro, like, if it's to me, I really think deep about the different meanings of things and how it's said, etc.
So just spinning it.
Yeah, so I personally think they're just jumping all over her because just how it sounds. But I think it's, if you really think about it, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, all those documentaries on, like, Taken in Plain Sight or whatever, with, you know, with the neighbors, like, that's exactly what they're doing. They're targeting a specific child. Yeah. They're making them feel important and special. Loved. Exactly. Yeah. Like, they're and more so than, you know, a shoulder to cry on and things like that. And that's exactly.
And then they sneak in that weird shit. And
it feels good because that's the person that they fucking trust.
Yeah. And
so I think that's what she meant, and I think she's been there herself personally, I believe.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So she know, you know, she would know, and so I don't think she should be getting shit on like she is for what she said. I think, you know, but yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man. This is just.
I have just one question for you.
No, you can have a couple, Robbie.
Well. Or like has there ever been one point in your life where you're scared for your life? Like, since doing this, like, you had a lot of death threats, I'm sure.
We still do every day.
Yeah, but I mean, like, any one of them pan out where you're like, fuck, that guy scares me, or
no,
nothing.
No,
fuck those guys, man.
Well,
fucking bullshit.
You never know.
No, I appreciate that. You know, we've had obviously some physical altercations with several of these people, and I'm posting up old catches now, so just so you guys know, on my YouTube it's Safe Child Coalition Official. We're trying to get our hours viewed on there bumped up so we can go live from there from now on.
Nice.
And, you know, skip pedo book, because who knows when, like, how long I'm going to be allowed to be doing what I'm doing on there, right? So we need multiple platforms, plus obviously everything from the YouTube is played onto the website, which I own, so we're pretty good. But yeah, what was I talking about?
About, like, you fearing for your life?
Yeah, you know, old catches, you'll see there's a couple, but no, man.
They text you though. They email you your fuck, or call you and say fuck you guys.
Or their friends will call, or, you know, you're messing with the wrong people, or take the video down, or we know where you are, what kind of vehicles you guys drive. It's a whole bunch of shit.
It's nonstop.
Happens every day. Fuck it.
But yeah,
That's crazy.
no, I like honestly, even if it's probably just because it's the reason, right? Like this is for kids. So what do I got to be afraid of? Like someone's gonna fucking clip me over fucking.
You can't worry about
then well, if then do it. Like you know what I mean? Then do it. Like, but now what does that make you? Right?
A bigger fucking dick.
Like you've just proven how much of a problem this is, and maybe that will spark a fucking change. I don't know, right? We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't go down that road,
sure,
right?
man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I got a plan B actually that I want to implement before I get clipped out or whatever. So yeah, if
We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down hard. Right?
we're working on, like we were talking about before, we're working on having some laws changed and a law implemented. Like I think that grooming itself should be its own charge. Right, just like the guys that are on the internet sending dick pics and fucking with kids' heads, but never meet up. Yeah. Well, they've tracked them by IPs and things. They know where these people are. No, that's no. In the States, it's only in the States it's a misdemeanor.
That's where the laws come in, right? Because back in the day, they didn't have internet. They didn't have.
Well, you think about it. If they're not even doing it for actual assaults, or our pretend fucking lures, why the fuck are they gonna do it for someone that, you know what I mean? Like in reality. So that's why we don't like wake up. 20 years minimum for actually doing it. Make that a fucking a year. Just give me a year. Fuck it.
For sure.
Yeah.
You send a fucking disgusto picture of your fucking wiener hanging out, you could do a year.
Absolutely.
For one example, sorry. Back in the day, we didn't have prepay.
Yeah.
You were able to pump gas and then go inside and pay.
Until that guy died.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
why can't we make changes in the pedophile?
Absolutely. Because it seems like it's a fucking massive problem here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like we gotta wake the fuck up.
Well,
like,
even
I don't have kids. I know, my main man here, Babo has kids.
Fucking idiot. Yes, I have kids.
Right? But
for sure, and that's
if
why
I
appreciate
have
what you guys
kids,
do.
if I had kids, I'm ordering shirts. I'm supporting you guys. I'm fucking plugging your digits every chance I can get. I'm fucking gonna be like, hey boys, you want to come out do a fucking podcast? Come borrow the studio, free of fucking charge. Do your shit, spread the word, get this thing rolling because it's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
These fucking weirdos are running around and they're not getting. There's no consequences.
Yeah.
It's a revolving door.
Right?
Even if they go to court, it's a revolving door. They get a little punishment and they're back on the streets.
Yeah.
Unless somebody gets real hard time.
Did you hear about the family that did the exact same thing that I did with a real case with their?
Oh, in Kelowna?
Was it Kelowna?
Or
somewhere
Okanagan or something where they jumped on the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people probably haven't heard about it. So if you want to, fill us
I'll just
in,
give
awesome.
I'll just give a long story short. But a mom found her daughter's phone and was like looking at a text from their long-term friend.
Fuck.
Now, this said daughter has a history of being assaulted, so she's she's a survivor already.
Yeah.
So buddy's messaging her, and they're talking about having sex. So the mom takes it over and screenshots everything, goes to the police. They're like, yeah, well, we'll take your phone and stuff, but there's really nothing we're gonna do.
Motherfuckers.
So they go back and they have like open up another whatever and talking to him again, set it up. Same thing, comes over, they bang him out, fucking zap him up, call the cops, say, here's the logs. He came to do it. They arrested the parents.
Kidnapping?
They arrested the parents.
Yeah.
Unlawful confinement or some shit. I don't know what it was. I don't even know what.
It probably was because you fucking held somebody without their fucking will of being able to leave or whatever the fuck it is. That is unbelievable, man. Yeah. Laws need to be changed. This is disgusting to me.
That's where
if
people
you're out there, try to get help. If you can't get help and you're just going to ruin fucking people's lives, just kill yourself. Do the right thing.
That's an edit. You can't say that shit.
You can fucking
no,
say
that.
Also,
do the right thing. Try to get help for a couple fucking years or whatever it is. If you can't get help, don't fucking keep destroying kids' lives. Just kill yourself.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the pedophiles?
The pedophiles.
Oh,
not
fuck.
the
I thought you were
parents.
talking about like the kids that got fucking violated.
No.
Like, fuck, I was listening to you and I think I missed something there.
Yeah. The thing is and I...
Sorry, man.
That's an edit. there is no help for them. Like
Yeah.
even if they could be helped, who's gonna take them on?
Yeah.
We've closed down mental hospitals and
Yeah.
like Riverview, and we've sent people that needed clinical help and medicine
streets.
to the streets to have to turn to fucking opioids and fucking whatever, sucking dick and whatever else.
Yeah.
Bro, population of over 500,000, 600,000 people live in Surrey.
Yeah.
One detox center,
Yeah.
one hospital.
That's fucking crazy.
Where are we going to turn these guys into?
So
Crazy.
I firmly believe that there have been people out there that have come forward, and they're just, you know, because I've heard stories and there's been documentaries.
Yeah.
They call them the non-harm pedophiles or whatever,
Yeah.
because they don't want the
They
thoughts or whatever.
fantasize about it, but
Yes.
they don't actually do it.
Right.
We got so many different categories. to break them
Which
up
for
into.
me, it's really hard to believe that they didn't
Yeah.
for how old they are.
Yeah.
Because you don't just like one day all of a sudden, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like you're predestined to fucking. They've been spread,
It's,
you know.
it's in the brain.
So it's hard for me to believe that, but I do congratulate for coming forward and saying like, look, these are my urges.
Yeah.
I haven't, in air quotations, assaulted anyone before. Like, I want help.
But my brain's fucked.
So for those guys, that's what I was talking about earlier about a jail. Build something for them where they sign themselves in. Like, I have these urges. I'll never come out of here. I'm signing.
I need to be there.
I need to be here for life.
Yeah.
Taxpayers will all agree, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Let's build this place.
Absolutely.
And fucking bada bing bada boom. You know, don't make it like cells, like jail.
Yeah, yeah.
Make, you know, they get
Like a little
fucking
community.
a little whatever. Yeah, sure.
yeah.
And maybe that'll promote other fucking pedophiles to be like, there's a place for me,
Yeah.
right? Where I'm not going to be judged. I don't have to, like, as a guy, when you're super horny and like you there's like a chick, she's like a 6.5,
Yeah.
and like, you're stoned and you haven't been with a hottie in a while, and you're like, oh fuck, and then you like fight it, and then finally you get the blowjob, and then you like regret it after. It's probably like that for a lot of these fucking guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The urge is there, they fucking,
And then they act on it, and then they feel like
and
shit
then they're,
afterwards.
you know what I mean? But what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
So I like, that's just my opinion. I'm with you. If they don't have that, then yeah, fucking boom, like go. Like
Yeah.
there's
Be a man, because there's a lot of people out there, and I'm sure there are other people that have killed themselves because they know they're gonna harm other people, and I commend those guys. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Same
I
thing.
guarantee you, it's out there that they know they're gonna fuck up someone's kids' lives or their family's lives or their friends' fucking lives of the kids. So they actually just go, fuck, I'm sick. I can't get help. I've tried to get help. Pap.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
With the population growing in Surrey, we don't have that many resources,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
You don't have that
So
much.
basically, we need money. We need an injection of money here, maybe community support, and everybody to get together to realize that there is a massive fucking problem here.
Oh,
because it's not like you guys are catching 1 or 2 fucking guys in a night. Like, you can catch up to fucking 8 to 10 fucking people in one night, and that's fucking crazy to me.
I've been going 5 years. There has not been it's not decreasing. Let's put it that way. The amount of guys that know and
still do it.
yeah.
And it's guys from different communities.
And
now,
they
too.
they'll even say, oh, like whatever, but it's like you risked
Yeah.
50-50.
Just for that urge.
Like, you literally knew that it was either
was you.
were literally,
Or-
right?
Well, that was
The
going to be
cops.
one of my questions to you.
Yeah.
Is like, dude, like, okay, like for instance, if you're hooking up a person on there, I don't know what you guys call it,
Yeah.
like luring,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So now, if this might be a trade secret, so
It is.
It is. So okay, I will stop.
You're a good man though.
Yeah.
And
But you
yeah.
You understand where I'm
Oh
going?
yeah, and I got a little trade secret, and it's like
you
there's
know right away
there's
this guy's
a
done.
oh yeah, well there's a
Another
lot
thing-
of those.
Can I touch on it
Yeah, I
something?
bet.
Yeah.
What do you guys do when fucking you got somebody, say, autistic or with mental health challenges? Do you guys
We do. It's
do you run into that?
Oh yeah, we've got a few as of recently.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm very familiarized with autism
Yeah.
and different special needs. My brother has cerebral palsy.
Oh wow.
I had a young boy from 2 till 8, I believe.
Yeah.
With autism in my life,
Yeah.
and so, I mean, everybody knows that. Most people know it's not an excuse, and realistically, autism makes you smarter, and you know right from wrong.
Yeah.
You may have like urge control issues, more or less, things like that.
Yeah.
But so every single person that I've caught that
Says they have mental
was
challenges.
autistic actually mentioned to me every single time about police, and that they hope the police won't be there, etc., etc.
Because they know what's going on.
So so my intentions when I go there are to expose them, but also it's so they should be watched, right?
Yeah.
And they're in a lot of different programs, and they're out there in the world, and if there's been inappropriate behavior somewhere else, then we need to find out, right? And so there's no reason but it's just going in with information, letting them know,
Yeah.
and more calm, obviously. But yeah, we had one. I don't know if you remember Skinner Scooter.
Fill us in, man. I'm game.
So Skinner Scooter, he wasn't autistic. He had cerebral palsy,
Oh no.
but he could walk and everything. But you could
boy.
tell he was physically disabled.
Yeah.
So he uses a mobility scooter.
Oh, fuck me.
But he's in the gym. Like, I know people message me after, like, I see him in the gym. He doesn't use a scooter. He walks fine and stuff.
Works out.
Yeah, it's good. Like, was actually pretty jacked. So he's same thing. He's like, promise you're not a cop and everything, blah, blah. He's like, so he wanted to take a 12 or a 13-year-old into the elementary school bathroom and have sex with her.
Jesus.
And so when we showed up, he
Went white.
he was just like defiant, like,
Oh.
and was pissed. Then he was like staring at the decoy, and he was like fingering her and calling her a cunt and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not calling the cops, because I'm just here to like let you know that what you've done is not cool.
Yeah.
I know that you have cerebral palsy. It's
You're
not
exposed.
you're yeah, like. And then I forget what he fucking said. He said something that was just like, you little piece of shit, right? I said, fuck it, we're calling the cops. And so I don't know if I was pretending or I was really going to do it, but he goes, fuck you, fires it up, takes off.
Oh,
So this is in the
beautiful.
this is in the sports complex up in Langley there by the Colossus. And he rips out onto the parking lot and he's flying, and I'm like, just as I get out from the underground parking there to the sidewalk, I see a car hit him. I see a car.
A car hits him. Oh fuck, that's beautiful.
So we
we
get
can add that to our fucking car accident stories. Oh,
I've been run over by like 6 goofs. Just saying, one being a bus driver.
Oh.
So the car hits him, and I'm like, I lose my shit, right? I'm like live down, right? I'm like 911. I start, and so I'm pacing, and then when I come back up, I go back up to go, like, because I'm a first aider by trade, so I'm gonna go I'm calling 911, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta get up there. So as I turn, I'm on the phone, my back turned. By the time I get back up there, he's back in his fucking scooter and flying. A hockey team's parked up on the fucking top of the underground, and they're all like, "You're done, bud." Fucking, and he's rolling, and he's like, "Fuck you!" No. Yeah, so I knew he was okay.
fuck. What's this guy's name again?
It was
Skinner Scooter.
Yeah, Skinner Scooter. His name is Garrett. I'm pretty sure. I gotta find that video.
Oh fuck. Oh boy, Skinner Scooter, you fucked up. You're done. Bud.
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah. It was. There's some oldies, man. Like, this shit dates
There's
back.
some
Like,
beauties.
yeah, like, and I don't have the best memory, so like, yeah, life's been. I'll tell you, man. 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of weed, man.
Yeah.
Like, more than back in the game. Like,
Yeah, you need it though. Probably. This
Oh.
is fucking stressful. Like, I just want to like let you guys know we fucking think you guys are fucking awesome. You guys are heroes, man. You're out there fucking doing what everybody should be fucking doing. get together behind these guys. Let's buy some shirts. Let's support these guys. Send them money, whatever the fuck you can do. And let's just keep this shit rolling, because fuck, man, I'm super impressed, man.
Yeah.
Much love to everybody out there.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck, man. Okay, so is there anything else you guys want to add? Like, you know, like give a shout out, or let's get rolling here.
Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much been saying it all night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's time to wake up, people. You don't have to get on a dating app and like lure goofs and things like that, but you can share. All you got to do is hit a share button, and then
like,
it's
subscribe and share.
Yeah, it's going to your circle, and then your circle is going to go to their circles, are going to go to their circle, and eventually, you know, we all have to figure out, like, we need a revamp in our justice system. Like,
absolutely,
that's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
And obviously that's a tough task. But
we'll do more jail time if I go beat the fucking shit out of the guy that fucking rapes my kid than I would the fucking guy that did the deed. Like, you know, they hit you on the vigilante shit, they hit you on the assault, the fucking whatever.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, if you look at the book, at the you know, all the trials and things and judges that the cases that judges gave, you know, like where you'd be like, that's so grotesque. You wouldn't see them getting out and they're getting probation or whatever. Those type of judges, those type of judges that are known for that. Yeah. Well, let's wake up. Let's get them the fuck out.
Absolutely. Right.
What about the Crown that are being handed files with like
multiple
lots of evidence, repeat offenders or whatever, and they're just like, no, I got this junkie here, I've got this fucking car theft here, this guy did some fraud, he's on the top of the list because he's scamming money from the government. That's a fucking no. That's
more serious.
Right.
Government's got to get their priorities straight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I fuck, man, 1000% agree with you guys. It has to change.
So that's what we're doing, right? I actually wrote a letter out for some MLAs and stuff. Nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'll post it on my website, and then if you guys want to copy paste it, whatever,
absolutely, we will.
And start flooding it out to whoever you guys know or whatever. Yeah. It's basically, again, stating about the mandatory minimum, creating grooming as a, you know, and we haven't touched on this, and it'll probably go too long, but I'll just mention it quick fast, is the sex offender list that isn't public.
Yeah, how are these guys not, like, how do we not know who these fucking guys are? Like, I grew up with a guy, fucking Aaron Giles, right? Hanging out at fucking Max 108, 140. The guy was always a little bit of fucking weird dude, right? But you don't think fucking he's going to turn into a serial fucking rapist. He was one of the most high profile fucking rapists. He would kick the doors in. They would do their fucking B&Es. He would go back and then fucking rape them, sometimes in front of their kids.
Oh, man.
Like, this guy was straight fucking goof, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how in the fuck do these guys roll around society and aren't not locked up, or at least have their pictures profiles plastered all over the place?
Well, let's just say where he's living right now, right? How about everybody there that's a law-abiding citizen, pays their taxes, goes and does good for, you know, works and fucking provides for their families and whatever. You're not allowed to know that you're, you know, three doors down or whatever.
Yeah, the only thing we're allowed to know is what city he moved to.
And not even, but who? The high profilist ones.
Oh, like, there's thousands.
There's exactly. There's thousands. And we're seeing one every 6 months of like, and they're like a 6-time offender, and it's like, well, he's gonna reoffend, just so you know.
Yeah.
But this is where he is. Like, he's gonna reoffend because fucking.
I got a problem with that.
I have a huge fucking problem with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, like that would probably be because Doug McCallum is one of the mayors out there that says, why the fuck do they come to Surrey?
Yeah, he was actually choked at fucking.
So then there you go. There's your fuck.
Let's fucking get Dougie on this fucking show. I know he hates me from Crack-Ass the Surrey movie, but you know what, Doug? Fuck, sometimes you just gotta let it go. Come on up to the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
And Doug, man, a lot of people are requesting that I run. Like, I'm not a politician.
No, for sure.
whatsoever.
Hey, but fucking Bob.
I
what
ran
was
for
his-
council once.
What was his name? Bob Booze or Bob Bose?
Bose, yeah. Bose.
Yeah, he won. He fucking won the mayor, and he wasn't a politician. He fucking ran, and he.
That's
Yeah, but
so
I mean,
much.
you can't go and change like fucking laws.
Yeah,
and
what am I
shit,
gonna do
like,
realistically?
For sure. No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
just in general.
But the
though.
police force would be yours.
Hmm.
Why
No, with the
Doug McCallum
SPD,
wants 'em.
SPD coming
be
in, there
yours,
might be
yeah.
changes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There might be some changes
Yeah.
with the SPD coming in.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
One of the councillors has mentioned it that we'll be talking to the chief.
Yeah,
So we'll see what happens
The
with that.
chief would be right under your fingernail, man. Like,
and you need that.
You know, I stopped putting my face out there as much because I just like, you know, my past has already been brought up. Like, you know,
Yeah.
all my criminal history and
Who
things like.
gives a-
No, I know,
Yeah.
but like then you fucking run for this, and then it's a smear campaign.
No,
and-
absolutely. That's the first thing they're gonna do.
right.
Try to
And not that I care, but it's like fuck, I'm getting old, man.
Yeah,
I got other like I'm sure.
Stick to what you're good
Yeah,
at. Do what
and-
you do.
And I must have started, but I stopped. My plan B, you know, like right now, I feel like a dog chasing his tail.
Yeah,
You know, you're never gonna get it, and when you do, it's
Yeah.
like you lose it. Like,
yeah,
I have faith right now, but if things do not start changing, I'm sure that everybody listening out there would agree. Like, you can only push us so far.
yeah,
Like you're going to continue to allow children to be targets.
yeah.
Well, this is going to be one place, unsafe place to live for pedophiles
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, like, personally, I think fucking these guys need a fucking punch right in the fucking face, first off. And if anybody fucking, you know, fucks around with any of my friends' kids or whatever, like, I don't have kids
You're
personally.
going to jail, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll be the first fucking guy
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah.
boot fucking that guy and going into jail. And that's just because I'm so Guilford Wally,
Yeah.
but I stand for something, man.
Yeah.
Like we were fucking characters, man. A lot of funny characters, but we're solid fucking crew, man. And we're not gonna let that shit happen to fucking our friends and kids.
No.
You know what I mean?
There you
like
go.
I am in the courthouse and I'm the first guy fucking knocking them out. Like
Well, and
that's just it.
And I don't expect people to do such, because I know you got other kids and whatever. But I mean, me personally, you touch mine,
Yeah.
it is a bullet. Like,
Yeah.
no question asked. Like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
I will, if I can get away with it, I'll try. But if
Yeah.
like
If you get
realistic,
caught, you get
no.
caught.
But like if it's one of those things where it's like drop the gun, put it behind your hand,
Yeah.
like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
He's dead,
Yeah.
and I'm going away.
Yeah.
I don't understand how many dads out there have their child tell them this happened. They have this fucking proof that, and the fucking justice system fails them, that it's not like, it's like first yeah, you're going to go away for 5 years, but it's like, it's going to be a tough 5 years, but you'll fucking make it, bro. And you'll be king in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I actually think there's no jury in the world that would convict you otherwise.
They would,
No, they will.
No,
They'll
it
for
would.
sure.
they
No, but the thing is, first one, yes.
Yeah.
Second one, yes.
Yeah.
Third one, yes. Fourth one, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Fifth one, what the fuck's going on here? 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 100th? What are you gonna do? We're gonna fucking come to the courthouse and we're gonna take you fucks out like next, right? Like
yeah.
we're done.
Yeah.
We're not like, this guy had his dick in my child.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No more, no mas. Like we're like fucking whatever. Like, you guys know who's fucking in your own, under your own lid, who's fucked up.
Oh yeah.
You guys fucking know.
They know.
So fucking deal with it.
Yeah. And just to touch on something else, like there is a massive fucking problem here. We got Ryan Reynolds' fucking, I believe, fiance or wife that's going around doing seminars talking to fucking people about basically like guys paying huge amounts of dollars for some of the craziest, sickest shit that you can even imagine with kids. You know, so if you got the mainstream fucking kind of like, you know, like actors and high profile people
Coming
out there
forward, risking their shit.
risking their shit, this thing's serious.
Well, look at that.
Become a
Look
part
at
of the
John
revolution.
Legend's Look at Legend's wife, that Teagle lady.
Oh yeah,
Tegan, yeah. The shit she was posting about dropping names saying bringing over pizza and shit. Because, you know, Pizzagate, right? Pizza refers to a child.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Okay, let's just okay. We're gonna wrap it up here, and I'm so fucking happy that finally you guys came into the studio. And I know the COVID fucked everything up because we were supposed to do this like 4 or 5 months ago. And I would just like a huge fucking shout out. Anybody's with Beers with Brokeass and fucking RTB that support us, buy their shirts, fucking spread their shit. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Ryan LaForge.
Thank you, Gil.
And thank you, Gil. Fuck,
Thank
it's
you,
been a
guys.
pleasure have you guys in here.
Thank you,
Surrey
gentlemen.
Creep Catchers.
Yeah, Surrey, you're done, bud.
Safe Child Coalition.
Safe Child Coalition.
Safe
Child
Child.
Coalition.
SCC.
I know.
Awesome.
SCC
and
for
anytime,
life.
like I say, man, anytime you guys want to come up here and do some fucking updates on characters and shit, feel free, man. We always got time for you guys.
Well, when you see something big hit up the thing, just let me know you're ready.
Absolutely, man.
Anytime.
I would love to get you guys in here fucking at least once a month.
That'd be awesome. Thank you so much. Big shout out to all the listeners. Thanks for all the support. Salutes to everybody.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Awesome. Okay, right on.